Hi, I'm Shannon, and today I'm going to try to start a weight loss channel. Okay, so before we get into the weight loss stuff, I would like to introduce myself with some basic about me type stuff. If you see me looking down a lot, it's because I haven't done this before and I'm quite nervous, and I did write notes. Anyway, I am in my 30s. I'm involved in the teaching English as a foreign language industry, which means that I have traveled a lot in my life. I spent 11 years teaching English and living in Wuhan, China. I've also been to France and Germany and Thailand, albeit not in a professional context. I am currently visiting a friend of mine in the United Kingdom. I've been here for 3 months. I'm going to be here for another 3 months before I go back into the United States and look at finding a job abroad. I'm not currently working in the UK, I'm just hanging out here. My hobbies are writing. I love theater, especially musical theater, and I am a language nerd. I study Mandarin and German. Okay, so let's start to talk about the weight loss stuff, about the whole weight loss journey, if that's what you want to call it. So I do come from a fat acceptance background, which is to say I was fairly active in the fat acceptance movement from about 2009 to 2013 maybe. And at this point there are certain aspects of that movement that I still believe in quite strongly, and also aspects of that movement that I think are out of control and that I would like to distance myself from. And this is something I would like to speak about in future videos. However, today I don't want to talk so much about a movement as about myself. So I have always been fat. Probably 5th grade was when I really started to notice it and experience social consequences. And, you know, I grew up, I went to college, I did all the normal things while fat. I went to China to teach English, and I did that for 11 years while fat. And then I decided it was time to leave China and come back to the United States, and I did that also while fat. And I think when I left China in 2019, it triggered a lot of unhappiness, a lot of dissatisfaction with my life, because I'd really uprooted myself from everything that I'd been used to for the last 11 years. And I turned to food more than ever. And I went from being, in the 290s to being 315 pounds. And you wouldn't think, okay, 290 to 315, that's only about 25 pounds. It's not percentage-wise that much of a change. But that was when I really started to feel physically extremely unwell. To the point where, I would take a shower and I would feel like, oh, I'm trying to wash my hair, but my arm is so heavy. Why is it like this? And since I had been so involved in fat acceptance, I had kind of swallowed that belief that a lot of fat acceptance people put out there, that intentional weight loss is impossible, that if you're trying to change your body, you might as well be chasing after a unicorn, you just can't do that. And I can't say I completely believed it, but I wanted to, because if I did believe it, it meant that I didn't have to do anything. that I could just say, well, you know, this is my body, this is my life, I'll make the best of it. And in trying to make the best of it, I came to the conclusion that being fat was not the problem. I came to the conclusion that my sedentary lifestyle was the problem. Because I had been quite a bit more active in China compared to how I was in the United States. And I thought, well, yeah, I just feel bad because I'm not moving as much as I used to. I've got to move more. I'll be fine if I just do that, right? So I started swimming, and I started swimming every day. And I lost 15 pounds without even trying. I got out of the 300 range with really minimal effort, just playing around in the water. And when I saw that I had lost this weight and that I was already starting to feel just a little bit better, I started to think, well, maybe I can intentionally lose weight. Maybe I'm not going to just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until I eventually die or until I can't do the things that I love. And I started to kind of gently push a little bit. I started to monitor my calories. I used Noom. I used a lot of different methods that all kind of boiled down to being at a calorie deficit. And I guess for me, fitness and weight loss became kind of like my quarantine hobby. That was all happening just as COVID-19 was starting around the world, and a lot of people were stuck at home thinking, what should I do? And finding ways to pass the time. And my way to pass the time was, you know, learning how to cook or working out and things like that. So anyway, time passed, and at my lowest weight in the journey, I was 211 pounds. So that was a loss of more than 100 pounds, 103, I'm bad at math, I think that's right. And that felt really good. I felt really healthy and happy, and I was just having a great time. Anyway, as of today, I have gained back a small amount of the weight. I'm 222.4 pounds as of this morning. I think I mentioned in the introduction that I'm living in the UK at the moment, or, you know, visiting, not really living here. And I guess I had one too many sticky toffee puddings, one too many mince pies, and I'm dealing with some of the consequences of that. But I am still doing so much better than I was at 315 pounds. Anyway, like I said, I did stall a bit, but my goal is to get back on track and to do that in a big way. And what I'm really hoping is that before I return to the United States, which I will be doing at the end of April, I will be under 200 pounds. And I am just going to put a graph of my journey up here through the magic of editing, which I'm sure I'll figure out how to do. The graph does not show the beginning when I was 315 pounds, but it does show quite a bit of how my weight loss journey has gone so far. Okay, so now let's ask a big question. Why am I doing this on YouTube? I have, for the last year or two, I'm really bad at conceptualizing time, been watching various YouTubers' weight loss videos and weight loss journeys. I've been watching other YouTubers who react to those people. I've been watching a lot of the discussions about fat acceptance and anti-fat acceptance, and really just everything in that circle, and I feel like I have something to contribute. I also feel like since I've started trying to lose weight, it's been a big part of my life. It's been something that's taking up a lot of brain space, but it's not something I feel comfortable talking about to a lot of people. I know that listening to other people talking about their diets and their exercise plans can be triggering to those who might have a bad relationship with food or with their body image. And I don't want to inflict any kind of pain or discomfort upon my friends. Of course, I am trying to take care of my body in the most healthy way possible. I'm not crash dieting or anything like that. I am eating, enough calories. I'm taking care of my mental health as well as my physical health. But the point still stands that I don't want to put a lot of weight loss talk where it isn't wanted. I also feel like weight loss talk can be really boring for a lot of people, and I don't want my friends to think I'm boring, right? But I feel like if you are clicking upon this video, which is very clearly labeled as a video about intentional weight loss and a weight loss journey, even if you're clicking on it to hate watch, you are consenting, so you get to hear everything. Yay! I'm checking my notes because I'm nervous. I do like the idea of having accountability, of having community. I feel like I could use some novelty and some new motivation because I'm getting a little bored with what I was doing, so putting it on YouTube adds this whole new exciting aura, I guess. I do want to spill the dirt on some fat acceptance stuff, but do it respectfully, of course. And finally, I feel like by using YouTube to document my journey, I might gain some other useful skills. I might suddenly become very good at video editing, something which I know nothing about. Maybe I'll learn how to do makeup, because that's also something I'm not very good at. I am wearing makeup right now, but I never wear it in my normal life. I might improve my public speaking so that I feel less nervous and out of breath standing in front of a camera. And yeah, it just seems like it could be a fun hobby. Hello, are you out there? Okay, so finally, what I would like to say is that it would mean a lot to me to know that I am not speaking into the void. I would love to know if somebody sat down and watched all of this video. I'd love to know what you think. I'd love to hear about your own journeys. At this point, I will be answering every comment because I expect to get 1 or 2, if any. And yeah, that's all. I hope to see you soon for another video. You could, if you felt like it, click the like button. You could even follow me if that's your thing. And goodbye.